The United States of America declared war on April 6, 1917 with Germany. The Selective Service Act of 1917 was enacted on May 18, 1917. A general order was sent out the third week of May 1917 from the War Department for all companies of the National Guard to recruit up to war strength and be ready to deploy by July 15, 1917. Company H out of Olivia was endeavoring to recruit up to the required number of 140 men. On June 5th, 1917, 2,169 Renville County men registered from all the precincts of the county. Published in the June 27, 1917 Olivia Times was a list of the 30 new members that had enlisted in Company H, bringing the current number up to 84. The company was planning to mobilize on July 15th. In the Olivia Times, July 5th, 1917, the registration board consisted of Sheriff O.T. Sunday, County Auditor J.L. Johnson, and Coroner A.A. Passer. They were ordered to arrange the registration cards alphabetically for each township and are numbered from 1 to 2,169. As soon as this was complete, the drafting would commence. According to the Olivia Times July 25th, 1917 issue, the men drawn in the draft may enlist in Company H before called under the draft. Also published in the newspaper was a list of the 500 men drawn from Renville County. Of this number, 160, the county's quota, would be selected for the first draft. August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of 1917, 330 men were examined, of which about 20% failed to pass the physical examinations. Another number of men will have to be called to complete the quota. Company H left Olivia on August 19, 1917 for Camp Cody, Deming, New Mexico. Draftees from Minnesota, expected 17,854, would be sent to Camp Dodge, Des Moines, Iowa. This started Renville County in World War I. On exhibit for the past few months has been the Traveling World War I exhibit from the West Central Minnesota Historical Association. This traveling exhibit will be traveling throughout the 10 counties of the membership. Currently, it will be transferred over to Redwood County for a month. This is the entry storyboard as you walk into the exhibit. The exhibit includes its own guest book, which would be signed and travel along with the exhibit. Treats that we served during our open houses were Hershey candy bars and donuts that were commemorative to World War I. The West Central Minnesota Historical Association also received an award from the Minnesota Alliance of Local History Museums for this exhibit. The exhibit was designed by Museology out of Minneapolis. The first storyboard that we have, our kiosk, would be Heeding the Call. Heeding the Call was the conscriptions, the quotas that were commenced through our county. We have images taken by D.W. Gustafson of these draftees leaving our Olivia, Minnesota county seat. Of these, we are only missing 2 panoramics. That would be from June 24th, 1918 and September 6th, 1918. The other smaller pictures were volunteers that left from Olivia. Our volunteer, Linda Bulk, located a map online of all the camps in World War I throughout the United States of America. Our Renville County boys consisted mostly in Camp Cody, Camp Dodge, and Camp Lewis. The next kiosk leads to 3 different stories for World War I. One is the letters home. This exhibit consists of the importance of the letter writing and the letterheads that were handed out by the Knights of Columbus, the American Red Cross, and the YMCA. The museum has a large collection of letters that were sent back home from our soldiers and nurses that served in World War I. Our other kiosk is called A Soldier's Life, and this consists of stories about the soldiers as they are overseas. Soldier's Life includes items that they would have eaten, had along with them while they were stationed overseas and at the camps. We have taken our large collection of World War I items and put them on display near the kiosk to tell the story. This case goes with the camp life and a soldier's life. As you can see displayed some pictures and information from different camps and different equipment they would have had along with them. One of our board members did make us a lovely gift that the soldiers would have received and taken with them with their supplies in. The Renville County Historical Society started in 1940, and we have a large collection of World War I items that have been donated to us over the years. The next story we have on display going along with a soldier's life is the Homefront. And we have added several items to this display to tell about the story of how great Renville County did to do the Homefront. The Homefront would include Red Cross, the YMCA, and other organizations that would raise funds to send money over to the soldiers, to supply them with food, and supply them with bandages and other items that the Red Cross would make. One of our favorite items in our Red Cross display is the quilt made by Franklin Red Cross in 1918. It is a signature quilt costing you 25 cents to get your name on the quilt, raising funds for the Red Cross. The Red Cross was very strong in Renville County, as many of the women would do their sewing and other things, knitting, that would take care of the soldiers, supplying them with hats, sweaters, and bandages. We have several Renville County nurses that served in World War I, currently on display. Anna Nyquist from the Danube area, and Emma Enerson from Olivia. Emma's brother also served in World War I, along with Anna's brothers. As stated before, we do have a large collection of World War I items in the Historical Society. These items have been donated over the years. On this wall, we are representing all our towns of Renville County, starting with Olivia and moving down our other 10 towns. We have included stories about soldiers' lives. We included photographs that we've collected over the years and that are also available in the Renville County in World War I, 1917, 18, and 19 book that is precious to our county. The museum has a large collection of information on World War I in our research library, and has accepted some loans to add to the exhibit. We have a large collection of gas masks, and I would like to put a warning out there for anyone who finds a gas mask in a thrift shop or antique shop. Please take heed. Do not try the gas mask on. More than likely, there's still gas inside that mask, and it could be harmful to you. Several locals have donated their uniforms, their medals, and different items that they used over while they were serving in World War I. We also have a large panoramic picture from Franklin, where the lady who donated it was unable to find her father inside the picture. The last kiosk that we have on exhibit with our traveling exhibit is Coming Home. As you see in this case, there are several items that were brought back as souvenirs by the soldiers. Also medals that were earned after the war. The last kiosk is what I feel is very strong, with the poppies. poppies were a World War I found on Flanders Field, if everyone knows the poem. We also have the Home Guard that was based in our area, and they were based out of Fairfax, Minnesota. This picture was taken in 1919 in Fairfax of the Fairfax Home Guard. We displayed the church plates to show awareness of how many churches we had in Renville County. And this is one of the flags displayed in Palmyra Township that served, showing you who was serving in their township. The stars represent a soldier or a nurse that's serving in World War I. We also had researched the ships that the soldiers traveled across on and back on. So we have those images. A large collection of panoramic images from the war. The kiosks have stories and information and history of the 10 counties involved in the West Central Minnesota Historical Association. On display, we also have William Erickson, post number 186 flag. William Erickson was killed in action during World War I. The Olivia post for the Legion is named after him, and also a World War II gentleman named Strom. Upcoming exhibits is going to be here in the museum, will be Fairfax, once we get the World War I traveling exhibit transferred to Redwood County. And in September, it will be the anniversary of our Renville County Legion Club's beginning. The anniversary for the Legion Club was on March 15th, 1919, commemorating the 100th year of the Legion posts. Ours were started in September in the fall, and we will feature all of our Renville County Legion posts in the fall. To commemorate our honor roll, we have a section in the museum for those that were killed in action, died of pneumonia, or other illness during the war. According to our research, we have found 69 Renville County soldiers that died during World War I. Currently, we're seeking additional photographs and adding them to our collection. Pictured on this wall, we have Emil Herman, he's from Renville. Julius Jensen, who's from Franklin, the Legion post is named after him. Thomas Flanagan from Renville. And Charles Jakes from Olivia. Over the time period, we've been researching and trying to locate images of all of our Renville County World War I veterans and nurses. If you have other information on our World War I veterans from Renville County, please contact Nicole at info@renvillecountyhistory.com or give us a call at the museum, 507-697-6147. Please also visit our blog on www.renvillecountyhistory.com. The blog includes a lot of letters and stories from the 1917, 18, and 19 newspapers that have not been read for years. We hope you can go to Redwood County and see the exhibits for yourselves coming up this coming weekend or for the next month or so. And if you need more information, find us on Facebook at Renville County History. We will take care of the information and history of Renville County for the rest of our days, as we've been preserving it since 1940. Thank you.